Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick update on the drastically pruned 25, probably getting close to 30-year-old jade plant here, just the crassula ovata. Um, as you can see, we've successfully reduced the height of this. If you guys remember, it was probably this tall, but we had the main branch just go straight up like that. Same with the secondary one. Um, Now you can see it is much shorter. The branches, there's more branching going on lower down here, and we've successfully got the nice taper that we wanted. The taper meaning we've got this thick trunk, and then it progressively gets thinner and thinner as we get to the branches, the tips. So I pruned this back a little bit, took off a lot of the lower leaves so that we can see the branch structure a little better. I did some wiring over on this side here just to get the branch kind of in place. I had this branch here kind of pulled to the left more to kind of fill in this area right here. However, I think that would make the tree too wide, and that's something that we were also trying to eliminate. I'm also debating on whether if I should chop this one down, which kind of makes sense because I don't want this side branch to be the thickest branch. So I'm thinking about cutting this portion off here. So now we've got this nice, triangular shape. So still thinking about that. It's most likely going to be done. So we get that, centered shape versus kind of like this slanted shape. But eventually I'm hoping that this branch here kind of grows out and becomes our, side branch. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to want to do is kind of get rid of this branch here even more. And then as this grows out, you get the nice taper and then it'll fill in nicely. But this is just a quick update to show you guys that, with time and I shouldn't say dedication because I haven't been able to do as good of a job as I want to. Been pretty busy the past year or two, so been just kind of letting this do its own thing. But yeah, this shows that you shouldn't be scared to kind of take drastic measures to improve your plants. Don't be scared. I know a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people are partially scared to hack their plants, and partially they feel bad that they're wasting branches because they're cutting them off. But you can always root them and give them to friends or sell them or whatever. Don't feel like you're wasting the branches. You've got to think about the greater good, your main plant, and trying to get it to where you want it to be versus just keeping all of these long branches that kind of droop down. I mean, if you're going for the willow look, sure, keep it that way. But if it's getting long and droopy and stuff, it's most likely because the plant is not getting enough light and you've got some issues there anyways. So I highly recommend just pruning those off. Once the thick branches like this start to droop, it's hard to get that back. And the only way to do that is going to be to completely cut it off. And once you have the branches too thick, you'll get big scars and the branching won't look as nice as you would want. For example, we're getting into here. As you can see, the branch kind of grew off to one side and not like a Y how I would want it. So I had to kind of come in, carve this off to make a better transition, but you can see it looks a little weird right now. Hopefully it fills in, and when this thickens up, it'll just look like a bend in the branch. Same thing with this in the back here. You see the front looks like it's been carved. That's because I carved it. It kind of left this sharp edge in that area, so that had to be kind of smoothened out. That'll be fine. I also don't like how these turned into like knobs, and this one grew like straight out. In the long run, once this all thickens out, it'll kind of feather itself out, but right now it's not that great. This one, after carving and stuff, looks pretty good. Now it's the smooth, it doesn't have the sharp edge. This one just recently got carved to get rid of that sharp edge, but you can see these ones, the smaller branches, kind of transition a little bit better. So you want to take care of that sooner rather than later. But this is just the quick update of how that looks. You can kind of see, again, you've got this more tight structure here, and the tapering is what you want. Eventually, like I said, this branch is going to be gone. So you can see how that plant looks now. A year or two from now, I'm hoping it'll grow out, and you'll have the top of it will be up here more, and it'll be filled out like so. But yeah, it'll take a couple more years to get this to where I want it, and I'm just gonna let it grow, thicken up, and then I'll come back, prune it, and reshape it a little bit more. Talk to you guys later.